This is a typical office layout with a 1+3 system. These instruments work for me around the clock, days and nights without rest. They don't eat or drink, and they never ask for pay rise. You can extend the system to the entire floor, and you can expand the system to cover the entire building. And the IAQ data are transmitted wirelessly directly to the building surface computer. From the building surface computer, the data can be transmitted to the database center as individual data and as IAQ profiles. And this database is what you need for scientific and systematic management of indoor air quality. And then you can make improvement based on facts and database. And then you take the engineering approach by hitting the nail on the head. Sadly, some may say that they don't have the arm and the hammer to hit the nail. Let us take a case study. In this study, we have a 1+4 IAQ profiling system at 5 sampling points as shown in this drawing. The premises is located at a high level in a 50-story office block. The study lasted for 4 full days, started on Thursday morning and on Monday, overlapping the weekend. These are the results. Again, a total of 500,000 data have been taken over 4 days. Here is the 6P 4-day IAQ profile at sampling point 1, sampling point 2, sampling point 3, sampling point 4, and sampling point 5. So, all the 500,000 data taken over the 4-day period are systematically displayed here as IAQ profiles under the keen observation of the professional engineers. As a matter of fact, on the day of completion of the survey, all these IAQ profiles were made available for submission to the owner. Let us take a look at the profiles individually. Here I have the carbon dioxide profile superimposed on each other in order to demonstrate the reproducibility of these profiles. You can see carbon dioxide level rises quickly from 9 o'clock onward and drops during lunch hour and drops again at the end of the office hours. Eventually, it reaches the outdoor level of 400 parts per million at night and over the weekend. The air quality of this office is excellent at all times, but there is a chance of overventilation, which is wasting both energy and money. Overventilation costs money. The temperature is well maintained at a comfortable level of 23 to 24 degrees during the office hours. Temperature drops quickly at the beginning of a working day and rises quickly at the end. But it is rising too quickly for a huge office block of this size. Overventilation costs money. The relative humidity of this office is well maintained at a comfortable level of 60 to 65% during office hours. The relative humidity profile also indicates overventilation. All these 3 IAQ parameters have indicated overventilation. Improvements certainly can be made for cost savings and reduction of carbon dioxide emission. Furthermore, the high temperature and relative humidity at night and over the weekends definitely encourage growth of moths and insects, particularly in the months June, July, August, and September. These all contribute to sick building syndrome. The formaldehyde level is low during the office hours. It is maintained below the level of excellent IAQ standard. The drop and rise of formaldehyde levels are responsive to the on and off of the air conditioning system. This is because formaldehyde is very soluble in water. It is washed away quickly by the wet coil of the air conditioner. The TVOC profile is of good IAQ standard. This level is common due to the presence of furniture and carpets. The two spikes here are due to someone peeling an orange nearby. The nitrogen dioxide level is well maintained at good IAQ standard. Nitrogen dioxide usually comes from the outdoor. Somebody may want to blame this on the mainland China. Carbon monoxide is fully justified to be low because it is well diluted at this high level.